surprise guilty plea by WNBA star Brittney Griner, admitting to unintentionally bringing cannabis oil into Russia and now facing up to 10 years in a Russian penal colony. Maggie Rulli joins us now with more on the potential strategy behind that plea. Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, Amy, good morning. Yeah, many experts are saying that this guilty plea was really the only outcome possible. This morning, Brittney Griner waking up in Russian custody for the 141st day after pleading guilty to drug charges, saying,
I would like to plead guilty on the charges, but I had no intention on breaking any Russian law.
Griner's facing up to 10 years in prison.
Whoa, that voice is deep. That voice is deep.
Here, ushered into court shackled and gripping a photo of her wife, Sherelle. Inside the courtroom, the 6'9" Phoenix Mercury Center was confined in a steel white cage. She'd been in detention since February after Russian police say they found vape cartridges in her luggage containing hashish oil, illegal in Russia. In court, Griner saying it was a mistake.
I was in a rush packing, and the cartridges accidentally ended up in my bag.
Griner's lawyers outside of court saying accountability wasn't.
How does that accidentally hand up in your bag? I mean, so you were using hashish. People say that, this isn't an addiction. I don't know, man. I mean, you chose your addiction over your freedom. You go to a country where you probably didn't know the laws. Okay? I mean, the thing is like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, but these things are an addiction. You can't go to different countries and think you could do the same things in America. It's not going to work. This is why I say this weed smoking is a drug addiction. It could get you in trouble because you're thinking about that weed instead of thinking about, well, I'm going to a different country. I'm going to have to cut back on this. You can't because you're addicted to it. It's the thing.
Important to her.
Considering her personality and that she's a role model to many people, to many young people, she just thinks she should be responsible for her actions.
Experts say a guilty plea may also help speed up what many see as an inevitable outcome, negotiations.
It will get her closer to the verdict that we know the Russians will give, which is guilty. That will allow for the next phase to occur and potentially a break for her, perhaps in the diplomacy.
In court Thursday, a letter from President Biden hand-delivered to Griner, responding to her plea for help, where she wrote, "I'm terrified. I might be here forever." Trevor Reed knows all too well the reality of being a Russian prisoner, detained for nearly 3 years.
There's pretty horrible conditions there. There's rats. Food there could be, really bad. In the summer, it's very hot there. There's no air conditioning, obviously, or even fans inside of those cells. They do not like Americans, and they don't try to hide that.
In her letter, Griner pleading with the president, "Please don't forget about me and the other American detainees," which include former Marine Paul Whelan, who's been detained for over 3.5 years.
I hope that President Biden and his administration will do everything possible to get both, Brittney and Paul out of Russia. And
I don't know about Brittney Griner. I mean, Joe Biden has shown his true colors when it comes to blacks. He didn't care about those reparations, but he did care about giving crack pipes to drug addicts in the black community, having them come into the black community, where parts of the black community where they have schools. I'm just saying, Joe Biden is showing his inner slave master. Just saying, I don't think Joe Biden is gonna be doing any of that. She better try and get hooked up with Trump. See if Trump could help, or anybody. Roy Jones, I believe there was an article of Roy Jones trying to help her. See how that works out.
And that they will do that immediately.
The The White House press secretary said Brittany's her guilty plea will have no impact on negotiations. They also said that they're doing everything they can to bring not only Brittney Griner, but also Paul Whelan home. TJ?
Yeah, there are dozens of Americans around the world actually being detained unlawfully, some would say, and wrongfully. Thank you so much.
So that's basically what she got to deal with. There's nothing really to say. You can't be doing what you think you could do in another country, and that's the problem. But I couldn't get over the fact that how her voice sounds like that. Sounds like a man. Sounds like a man. Insane, man. And just truly insane. WNBA star Brittney Griner pleads guilty to drug charges, a trial in Russia, and now faces 10 years in prison. Tells judge, I didn't want to break the law, and clutches a photo of her wife. WNBA star Brittney Griner pleads guilty to drug charges and now faces up to 10 years in Russian prison. At Griner's hearing on Thursday, 6'9" was led into the courtroom, handcuffed and dressed in red shirt and with red pants. She's also seen clutching a water bottle. Also printed a photo of her wife, Sherry Griner. I like to plead guilty, Your Honor, but there was no intent. I didn't want to break the law, Griner said, speaking English, which was then translated into Russian for the court, according to Reuters journalists in the courtroom. I'd like to give my testimony later. Need time to prepare, she added. Griner was arrested in February. She was allegedly caught carrying 2 vape cartridges containing cannabis oil at the Moscow airport. She's been held in custody since then. Her next hearing is July 14th. People trying to say that, oh, it's racism. It's not. It's not racism.